everybody. Welcome back to the Dice Cult for episode 10 of On the Backs of Gods. Woo! Very exciting. I am your DM, Jillian. I am here today with our players, Kyle, Josh, Ray, Mac, Christo, and Frank. And I think we're ready to jump right into it. I'm going to give us a quick recap of what happened last time. And I think our players are excited to get going to see what happens next. You guys left in a bit of a situation. Fun for some, maybe not so fun for others. So last time, you finished up your combat with a frost giant who you fell and did not crush anybody, which was very exciting. During this time, you located a door that had a face on it. With holes in the ears and the mouth, and it said, "Bring him joy." After Roshan and Saga laughed to the door laughed back and opened. The party retreated inside before the rest of the frost giants could come to their companion's aid. Once inside, we took a short rest. Inside of this, we're going to refer to it as a temple. I think that's just a good overarching term.
I thought it was Fungin.
Oh, I'm sorry. So when you guys were at the Fungin.
Right. Once we entered the Fungin.
You all made your way down the stairs, which you found out were musically inclined. Each step came with its own note, bringing some joy to some members of the party as they got to play out some songs and dance around and have a good time for probably the first time in a while. In this place, you also found carvings, drawings on the walls that are of very beautiful women in large groups, moving forward, very excited, playing instruments, dancing. They all seem very excited to be there, probably as excited as Tordrek and Saga. As you guys made your way further down, you decided to bring the sled and Ave with you, because not being sure if you could go back, you wanted to be safe. You found more of these carvings, including at the bottom of the steps, a golden circle, which led to an incline and then to a drop, which you guys exploded. And Gorbjorn ended up taking the golden circle with him as recompense. And you all move forward where you met. You went into the fairy tale ballroom. This room is of gold and copper and has beautiful drawings of women dancing, and all of these women are gorgeous. It's like top tier 10 out of 10 if you just had to imagine the perfect woman sort of situation. You also found some horns in this room, and sorry, somebody wrote Storytale. I can't. I'm in a nightmare. In this room, Saga and Nana acquired some dresses, probably worn by women a very, very long time ago. And the men of the group stepped up and played the horns, and the women danced around the room, which the combination of music and dancing opened the door where you could continue forward. You entered a second room, a circular room with carvings along the floor of more dancing, a chariot, and what can only be described as a corrupted sentinel of a man who stands ready to dance in the corner. Nana stepped forward, a bit injured from the fight earlier, but ready to dance with this near frozen zombie of a man, which filled Fen with fear, remembering Nana just getting completely beaten up by the huge giant earlier, and stepped in and took her place. And he was grabbed by this man, and both of them begin to spin and dance around the room. As they dance, the room itself begins to spin and begins to lower, and you can see the walls rising around you. And that is where we left off, with Fen dancing in the arms of a corrupted man and the world beginning to slowly spin around you.
I don't like this at all. don't like this at all. Make it stop.
You
Well,
just hear Fen
volunteered.
like shouting as he's kind of moved around the room. Oh no!
You're doing great. You're feeling the music. It's amazing.
I'm going to
keep
kill it. Can I
dancing.
kill it yet?
Let us know if
No.
it starts to hurt, but don't do anything yet. It seems like that's the mechanism for this room.
right.
Is this thing making eye contact with me?
Oh, it's making very, very much like looking you dead in the eyes sort of situation.
Does it look like there's any sort of intelligence behind it, or is it like mechanical? just
roll
undead.
roll insight.
Is it blushing a bit? Are they a little-
I need
Is it like winking?
Yeah.
Angel Sama.
Its cheeks are a little bit thawed out.
I've just been hoping somebody would dance with me for a long time.
Ooh.
apologize for being unprepared. Apparently, you need dice to play this game.
Oh,
They
hey.
tell me,
said?
but
You
I'm
pulled
my
it.
own man.
Ah, shit.
That's what I did last game.
Somebody asked.
It is a 19 on the dice. I don't know what my modifier is. Apparently, I
That's
need to do
okay.
D&D Beyond as well.
19
Yeah,
is
rude.
very good. You don't have to look too hard because he's inches from your face.
Hmm.
It's strange. There doesn't seem to be that much intelligence behind the eyes, but they seem sure. They seem like this is what this is important. I'm doing something and I'm gonna complete this. It's very much a look of kind of determination.
That makes it worse. That makes
Would
it
you
so much
say that
worse.
this corpse is filled with determination?
I mean, it's probably filled with something, and it could be terrible. Fen, you are pulled around the room. Even if you lose your footing at all, the solid grip on you is not letting go. You all watch as the room spins. I need 2 people to roll me perception, besides Fen.
I can do it.
I will
Go for it.
I got a +2.
I
Someone's
can
+6.
also.
I have a +3.
Go for it.
I've got a +4. Plus the
Ooh.
4 on the die is 8.
Oh boy.
This many.
17.
Who is the second person going to roll, or can I do
I said
that?
I said 17.
Oh,
Oh, thank
perfect.
Oh, Ray,
Yeah.
fantastic. Coming in clutch.
All right. Saga.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. The walls are still golden and covered in carvings of these women. So when you're not looking at Fen, who you see very unhappily being dragged about the room,
I hate this.
I know. I'm sorry.
I love this.
Saga's having Saga's its best day, Saga's
Yes.
favorite day, and you look to the walls that spin around you, and it kind of looks like the large group, the parade of women that you saw on the stairs, and they seem to also be carved like they are following you down this spiral, and they seem to be thinning out. So it's a large group of, you think, could be hundreds. And it goes down to 100, and then 50, 25.
Seems like there's less and less people as we're going down on all these carvings. I wonder if this is the VIP party or something.
I imagine the group is standing at like one side of this cylindrical, column room that we're going down, and they're like looking at the murals on the wall, and every time this thing spins me past them, I'm like, I fucking hate this.
I'm sorry, I know.
And-
Nana is trying to keep an eye on Fen as he's going around the room. She knows Fen. She knows how much he hates being touched. And she's also trying to make sure that this corrupted thing doesn't just, make a move to take a bite out of his neck at any point. She's just eyeballing. She's keeping an eye on him.
Saga, you also see, when you see Fen, each time he comes by, showing how displeased he is with his current situation, you see that he is slowly going, inwards. Like he is spiraling towards the center of the room and heading towards where the chariot is.
Please make it stop. I'm gonna be sick.
I think we're going towards the chariot. Maybe we should go towards the center as well.
Perhaps, yes. Fen, just Don't projectile vomit into its face. That
It's
might throw
over yet.
things off. Soon. Just hold on, okay?
Keep a smile on your face. You're doing great. Playing with his bloody
Don't
nose.
stop dancing.
Never stop.
How big is the chariot? Could it fit all of us?
You look at the chariot. No, it seems like it's meant to carry one person. It's pretty small.
It might be that only a person goes down. There's less and less people as we go lower, and the chariot's so small. What if it's only one of us? I don't want to be split up.
This thing is looking me in the eye.
I'm sorry. Don't.
As the room spins and spins, and Fen and his new friend spin and spin, it's kind of a jerk, and the room stops, and the dancing also stops with Fen and his dancing partner next to the chariot. You can also see that now that it is lowered to the point where you can see the archway of an opening, and it looks like a long, ornate golden hallway. And Fen, you watch as he releases your hand. He keeps the hand on your side, and with his free hand, he motions towards the chariot, keeping eye contact with you the whole time.
Okay, boundaries, friend, boundaries. How much
think
room
it's
is on the chariot?
There's room for one person comfortably on the chariot.
I think you earned it.
I think it's inviting you to step on. Go on ahead, we'll follow. Better yet, perhaps we'll be able to lead it? I don't know. Maybe that's what this thing is for.
Yeah, have I squirmed myself out of this thing's grasp yet?
You are able to. It is keeping eyes on you, and it's keeping its hand in the direction of the chariot.
All right, I'm gonna sheath my weapon and get onto the chariot. I'm looking for bridles or reins or anything that... I've never ridden a chariot before. I've barely even ridden a horse. Rode an elk once. That's an interesting story.
Mm-hmm.
When you get on, there seems to be nothing for you to do. You can see there are two sort of sticks towards the front, but it doesn't look like it is meant to hook up a horse. And once you sit, you watch as your dancing partner waits fully till you are in and seated. And then he turns and he goes to the front and he picks up one side and he waits.
Oh.
I go to the other.
Gordon runs over and picks up the other side.
Gorbjorn, if you do that, who's pulling the Ave sled?
I left it back up there.
Didn't the whole room come down?
The whole room came down, so it depends.
Did you bring it into the room?
No.
Where did you leave it?
He points up to the room with the horns.
You left Ave upstairs.
I was excited. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll double back. We'll double back
Man
later.
starts walking.
Fine.
He is, the second you pick up your side, Gorbjorn, he is going.
All right, we're going then. Oh boy.
You can see the steps far away now. They do not seem to continue downwards to your level. You all make your way forward, following behind this cart carrying Fen, led by Gorbjorn and this corrupted dancing partner. And you see written in sort of older common above the opening to this archway, it says, "Follow the wailing path to your love." That's the best way you can kind of make it work in a more modern tongue.
And which language did you say that was in?
It's in just an older style of common.
Way too many E's.
But as you go down this hallway, Saga, I'm gonna carry over your roll from earlier with perception, because I think this would be on your radar. As you make your way behind the chariot, keeping up, you look to the walls, which are fancifully decorated with the wind and the music, and just one woman.
Guys, it looks like there's only, like I said, there's only one left. I hope that it's alright for everyone to be coming in, or maybe there's, I don't know what it means.
We'll have to be on the lookout for, I don't know, traps maybe, pressure points in the floor. Perhaps it's a test. I don't know.
Maybe the one woman is like a goddess of some kind?
It might be symbolic, but so many of these murals have been instructive so far. I'm worried.
Yes.
Everyone, be on guard, please.
Okay.
I mean, you can also see that there's like the woman, and it looks like at some point she like gets into the chariot, which is drawn by two people. So at least she's not alone, but
Oh, I think it must mean that Fen is the chosen woman, I guess, because it's the one in the chariot. So whoever's in the chariot is it okay that it's Fen, do you think?
Fen pretty.
Probably.
Oh.
I mean, if honestly, you look very pleasant. You're very pleasant on the eyes, Fen. That being said, however, it seems as though the dancer would not have accepted your hand for the dance if you were not eligible to come this far, so let's ride this out and
You
see
made
where
it to the
takes
last
us.
round.
will he get a rose? Find out next week. Fen, you were just being we're just taking along.
Yeah.
You can see, you saw it earlier during the dance, but you can see the back of this dancer's neck where a string is tied, which you recall is connected to a key.
Have there been any, like, murals around that have indicated, like, keys or anything of that nature? Doors, locks?
Roll intelligence with advantage, please. Just
Okay.
to recall, because there's been a lot of art.
There has been an awful lot of art.
It's been a bit already.
I'm at 20!
Ooh. Your mind expands. Do I remember that? There was really no art of doors or keys. It's all just been based on mostly these attractive women and music.
Mm. But, then if there's a key, that must beg the question, where is the door?
Down the hall?
We can only assume if this gentleman is taking us that direction.
Excuse me, sir. Yeah.
He seems no reaction to you talking to him.
Then
Just pardon me? No, okay.
yeah,
Aw.
right. He didn't want to talk to me.
I don't think he likes to talk in general, honestly.
Yeah.
Don't take
Wait,
it
Fen
personally.
or the guy?
Guy. I'm
Oh, right.
assuming. Were you speaking to the guy or were you speaking to
Yeah, I
Fen?
was just making a joke.
Oh.
Saga just leans in. I was making a joke.
My
You guys are in this hallway for a few minutes. You think it would be over faster if they would actually go quicker, but this guy's pace is very like almost wedding march with it, like a step and a pause and a step and a pause.
This is weird.
At the end of the hallway, you see a door. And
Alright.
this door seems to be where the woman who's been drawn on the walls of this hallway kind of ends. She is carved in great detail. This beautiful woman, long flowing hair that kind of has a bit of a curl at the end. Just kind of arms spread. You can see she's wearing the dress from what Nana and Saga wore upstairs. And she stands arms wide at the door. When the cart arrives in front of the door, the man stops, puts his side down, walks around the side, and puts out a hand for Fen.
You may as well follow through the steps. I know you don't care for it, but it probably is part of the mechanism of the puzzle.
Then we'll take this gentleman's hand.
He takes your hand and helps you out of the cart. He then he doesn't really grip your hand, but he kind of holds it so that your hand is on top of his. And he walks you forward, right in front of the door. He releases your hand, and he steps to the side, and he just stands there.
I would guess that is invitation enough to enter?
I'll attempt to push open the door.
All right. It's a large golden door that splits in the center, and you put hands. You've been pushed forward. You can hear the cracking of like some stone and ice as if it hasn't been moved in who knows how long. Push it forward. Maybe once it was easy, but it just takes you a moment. And it pushes open into a room that at one time you could only have assumed was beautiful. That it was covered in lavished silks and furniture pieces, that the walls were covered in ornate designs and drawings. Most of them have crumbled and fallen or been eaten by time and have been almost completely removed. You can see just remnants of it. It's kind of a graveyard of beauty to an extent, where it's just like the things here were nice, and then enough time passed that all of it died. You can see that these huge tapestries once hung on the wall, now mostly represented by just like a broken wooden stick that now hangs in its place. There are huge holes in the floor. There's one to your left that is almost like a 30-foot diameter hole. It is humongous, taking up most of the room. The room itself is not very large. This takes up almost 1/4 of it. You can see that there are also other places where much smaller holes are. You can also see pillars have fallen and crashed to the floor. And as your eyes follow around the room and hit the center, you see a throne with a man set upon it. The man is pale and gaunt. Beautiful ornate clothes they probably once were, but also have been eaten by time. You can see that his arms are no longer part of his body and have been at some point rend from him and hang on the walls the same way the tapestry once did. Protruding from these arms, which are still there, you can see almost like red vines, like veins, kind of moving outwards, have attached to the wall. And you can see in front of him his legs, also no longer attached, sit in front of him, almost mimicking a sitting position. He looks like he was, like the room, once beautiful, but time has eaten away at him, and he looks hollow. And you hear and you watch as it looks like the figure sits up tall, and you can see where his body was once kind of slumped into the chair. You can see that it's still almost gold and beautiful behind him, because the corruption seems to have gone around him and onto the walls and the throne, but not where he is sat. He looks forward to the group, face confused and tired, as he squints and leans in a bit, unable to lean too much forward, as you can see that he is strapped into the chair by gold bars. He looks forward and begins to speak in Sylvan.
Speak that.
You do?
Fen. The rest of you hear this man start speaking a language you don't understand. Fen, you're able to understand him. He leans forward, eyes on the group, voice raspy and broken. No, they are beautiful, young. And he shakes his head. Don't kill her.
Didn't intend to kill anyone. Don't kill who?
What's he saying, Fen?
You watch as he turns his head and he focuses in on Saga. Don't.
No.
Do not kill her. I am sorry.
We're not going to kill her. No one's going to kill her. If anyone tries to, we will kill them.
Is he saying something about Lady Satyr? What's...
I don't understand. He seems now very confused, and he seems disorientated. I don't understand. I cannot. I cannot wed her. He looks to you. He seems incredibly hesitant. You don't know. You do not know who I am.
I can't speak that language, sir. I don't know what you're saying. Do you know Lady Satyr?
The group in common. He says don't kill her, and he expects that we should know who he is.
I can speak common, and now all of you can understand him.
Oh.
Please.
Could you tell us who you are?
Roshan, roll persuasion.
It seems you may have been here a while longer than you may have expected.
I was alone for a very long time. He turns his focus to Saga. Did you come here of your own free will? Or did they hurt you? Are you all right?
Yes. Of course, I followed Lady Satyr's prophecies to come here. Did she send you?
I am sorry. I do not know of who you speak.
Oh. How do you know me?
Your dress. It is what they wore. It's what all of them had worn.
I'm afraid we found these raiments upstairs. We expected that the passage downward would necessitate us making use of those costumes in order to pass some sort of test. We meant no disrespect.
Are they all gone?
We found no other people here.
Roshan, what did you get?
Oh no. Oh, Ro.
He looks over the group. Please. My arms. If you just put them back, I could do the rest. If you just put my arms back. There are keys. There are 2 keys.
What is it that you need to do? What keeps you here in such condition?
I am bound. I am tired. I do not have my limbs. I am stuck. And I ask you help me. Just unlock my arms. And I will go.
Is he an elf?
Insight.
Squid. Fen, I will say he is not an elf. He looks human. Gorbjorn, yes, you can roll insight.
I would also like to insight if I could.
Sure.
Please.
Saga's just gonna have a good look around the room.
Oh.
Try to see if there's anything interesting.
What did you 2 get?
I got a 4.
I got a nat 1.
Oh my god.
Gorbjorn, people are always hard to read. It is what it is.
Humans are weird.
He's a weird dude. He doesn't have limbs. If it says he wants his arms, that makes sense.
You wouldn't be happy to not have your arms.
Nana, you just can't get a read on him. But everything so far has been just so terrible. What makes this different? He turns his focus to Saga as he sees you looking around the room. Please. There are 2 keys. I ask you. I beg of you. Give me my arms. Please.
You beg, but we don't know who you are.
Will you at least tell us who put you here? For what purpose?
Nana, go ahead and roll persuasion. I'll give you advantage because you have Ben backing you up.
My better roll is 18.
Okay. He turns his focus to you, and he thinks a moment. If I tell you who I am, you must promise you will give me my arms.
I think that fair.
I am Bragi Odin's son. And
You don't mean...
yes, and I beg of you to let me go.
And I insight that line specifically.
Okay.
Bastard 20.
You do not know if he is Bragi. He could be. He at least fully believes he is. You do not think he is being deceitful.
Well... Far be it from we to postpone the, or prolong the disarmament of a god. Pardon the pun. Well...
It's been so long. I don't know what was worse. I don't know if it was worse having them here. So many women. There were so many.
Were they sacrificed for you?
After, there was a war, and my wife, Idun, she fell, and I came here to mourn. I just wanted to be alone.
I can understand.
And then, people, I don't know how many years later, people came and found me, and they took me in, and I had missed kindness. And a disease, an illness, started to affect the people and the crops and the surrounding area. And they asked me to fix it. And I did not know what it was. I had never seen it before. I'm not a healer. And they had come to the conclusion that it was born of my sorrow. So they would send women and drink to my house, and I declined all of them because I will not have another. I will never have another woman. And then the gentle suggestions became a bit more forceful, and I suppose a religion, a cult of my happiness was born. And I was stuck here as they brought woman after woman for me to decline. I couldn't say yes. And they killed each one. I couldn't say yes, you understand. I could not. And it's been so long. There are 2 keys.
I think we know where one of them is. Do you have any idea of the other's location?
There were so many women. I can still hear them, you know. Sometimes they're so loud, and they scream, and they scream. They have it, I know they have it.
Fen, please, will you go to the figure outside the door? See if you can persuade it for the key. I don't know. Whatever you can do.
We should kill him.
No. We're not gonna kill him.
It's the gods that caused this corruption.
He didn't cause it.
It is his persistent conviction that led to those women's deaths. And the devotion of the mindless followers to the gods, he is here, he is helpless. What will he do if we release him? We can leave him here to suffer.
Yes.
He will leave to mourn Fen. Please.
That's all he wanted to do.
Turning down all these women? He needs a drink. We need to get
Turning down all of these women knowing it would cost each of them their life.
No, I mean, he couldn't say yes.
It was the conviction of corrupted people, Fen. that did this. It was the actions of men who thought they knew the will of gods. And they did not.
I don't know
Do
the
not-
will of gods either, but I don't
Nor
trust
do
it.
we! Fen. Then trust me.
It's his.
All right.
It's not his fault for their action.
He is a prisoner, Fen. He was made prisoner through no will of his own. Through no fault of his own. He was mourning his wife. Please, Fen, you of all people should know how that can affect a person. Please.
Bragi, if we release you, what will you do?
I had walked the land for a while. I don't know why I came here, the corpse of my father. And I watched it grow into what it is, this cancer of his bones. And I walked the mountains. And I mourned her.
I didn't ask what you had done. I asked what you will do. We're told over and over again the tales of what the gods had done. What will you do? You've had 10,000 years to mourn. You've watched a parade of women slew because of people who wanted to curry your favor. Will you walk this world and do good, or will you go off somewhere else and let yourself be a prisoner and a pawn?
Why can't a man be nothing?
Yeah, I know what you can help Lady Seda. She always needs more people on her side. There's not enough. I can introduce you, and you can help her.
I will meet your lady. I just 10,000.
If the stories are to be believed.
I'm sorry.
Saga's gonna start looking around for another key.
Okay.
Why cannot a man be nothing? A man can very easily be nothing. Do you want to leave this place, or do you want to leave this world?
It would be... I don't deserve to leave this world.
Then do good to it. If we let you go, use whatever power is left in your body to help good in this world.
It would mean much to many who are hurting as you are, Bragi, if you would but lend them some of your kindness.
Men did this.
The gods did this. The gods' petty battle amongst themselves are the reason that your father lies dead here, while we are in his corrupted corpse that is threatening our lands. The gods did this. Men try to curry favor with the gods, but the gods did this. If the gods had any power to do anything at all, they would stop this. And I am not begging you to go into the world and do good. You are begging me to be released into the world. If you're to be released into the world, you will do good. You will beg our forgiveness.
I will do anything to leave this place. Even if
And
I
with as
think
much
it is men who are corrupted and humans with their short lives and their need for greatness that come and beg at our feet. I never asked for anyone. I didn't want help. I just wanted to be alone.
But you had the power to do good and you chose to be alone. Your failure to use your power is why people tried to extort it from you.
You want to be alone. Isn't this best for you?
I miss the sky. And I could see her in the clouds. And these walls, I see nothing but sad faces and so many women. I will do whatever good you see fit or what you consider to be good. I have to get out of here. I cannot stay here another day. He watches his eyes widen. Can't you hear them? You must hurry. Please hurry.
Bragi, we will take you out of this place. We will release you, but do not let those women's deaths be in vain. Please.
Can't we hear what? I hear the prayers of a god. What are we supposed to hear?
All of those women, they're still here. I hear them cry.
We should hurry. Fen, he may be more literal than he knows.
Fen storms out of the room, back to the Guardian.
Who's just
Tears
standing
the
there,
key.
hands behind his back?
Tears the key off of him.
He doesn't really seem to react to that.
Alright. Let's look for the other key.
Be careful on this floor.
Saga, I know you had asked to do a bit of a search. Would you roll perception for me?
Right. 19.
Okay. You start to look around. Even before the deal was kind of struck, you were starting the search. And you make your way about. And you start to make your way towards the large hole. And it just seems incredibly deep. And the stone seems to just have been ripped to pieces. Let me just... Is anybody else looking around? Where would you kind of like to be in this room? There's a hole to the left, there's a few small holes to the right, and at the far end of the room is where Bragi is.
I think Ro would like to go check on one of the arms that are on the wall.
So you're going to make your way closer to Bragi. Tordrek, what would you like to do?
Tordrek is scared to death, and he is frightened, being that, he's been worshiping goddesses. And he goes over, he takes about 3 steps behind the group and just goes to his knees and begins praying and asking for guidance.
All right, you sit down and start praying. Fen, you went back to the entrance to grab the key. Are you going to head over to Roshan for the first arm?
I'm walking right back into the room. I'm 2 or 3 steps into the room, and I am just eyes locked on this caged god. I'll keep the key in my hand.
Okay. Gorbjorn, what would you like to do?
So this gold throne, is it against the wall?
Yes, it's against the far wall.
Okay, then I would stand by Ro, checking out the arm then.
Okay, so you go with Roshan. That's over there. We'll put Tordrek here, a bit of ways, and Fen here, as he has come back into the room. Nana, what would you like to do?
I want to look for... I suppose if one key was on the neck of one of the servants that was meant to bring the betrothed to Bragi, what would make sense for the second key to be hidden with? The chariot? Or somewhere in the room? I want to check the chariot.
Okay. I'm gonna say you step out of the room then. One moment. I'm not asking for a lot, I'm just asking for a little. Cool. You make your way over to the chariot and start looking around inside. You watch as Bragi sort of watches Roshan and Gorbjorn as they approach. You can see that while he was speaking, now that you're closer, you can see that tears have sort of frozen to his cheeks. And he looks about the people. He's very unkempt, his hair very long, his beard also very long. He is so thin. It's what you'd imagine a man on the verge of death. And he kind of watches all of you start to go about. His eyes glance to Fen, who stands there with the key. And he looks like he's going to open his mouth to say something, and then you watch as his eyes widen again, and he focuses in on Saga. Please, no. No.
I'm looking for the key.
Not her too.
Can Nana hear that? Oh no.
Saga, you hear from the hole.
No.
Not again.
No!
Yeah.
No!
You watch as that face, that skeletal, white, almost doll's face, comes into view from inside of the pit.
Can Nana hear that?
Oh, you hear it back in the other room.
Saga's backing up.
Nana's charging back in.
Nana,
Get away from the holes!
Remember that joke? This isn't a joke this time. It's not.
Oh,
You watch as you can see the vine body start to make its way up and around, pushing the face forward. Oh, I would like everybody to roll initiative.
Yay!
we'll need fire and lots of it.
No. Don't like it.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
All right.
All these holes being terrible.
You can, from what you guys can see, there are about 4 holes in the room. One of them is the very large one, and the other ones are much smaller, more like 5 feet.
He wasn't being metaphorical when he said they were still here.
Okay, let's get it. Nana.
I got a 4.
4. Fen.
Got an 8.
8. Saga.
7.
7.
Yep.
Tordrek.
3!
3. Oh wow. Gorbjorn.
I ran.
11.
11.
These are all bad.
Roshan.
Master 20.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit of a gap.
Sorry guys, this is my version of technical difficulties, it seems. I can't make what I want to happen. Okay. You watch as the ground begins to shake and the walls, like some parts fall off and crack as this thing starts to make its way up first, and the initiative is Roshan.
Roshan probably turns around to see it crawling out of the hole, and he's a little nervous, but he will turn to Saga and say, just be careful. We can do this, I think. And give her some inspiration, some shaky inspiration.
The range on inspiration?
It is 60 feet. Is that close enough?
She's 30 feet away from you, but so you're in range.
Okay. I will do that, and then I will turn to the beast and say, No, I really think you should leave. Just go back where you came from, and I need it to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. $14.
Oh, well, it makes it, so it's not going to start running away. And it takes 4 damage.
Okay. You throw an inspiration and then an insult. Not causing too much of a dent, but you can just hear, "Oh," and the head kind of is now above the hole, and it turns its direction towards you. Oh. All right.
That's the end of my turn.
Yeah, all right. She is next. She is going to, as she starts to make her way towards Saga, she is going to, you watch as one of these long vine-like arms rises up next to the head. And now that she is in front of you, you can see that it's an accumulation of bodies. That it is as if just a tangle of vines and the remnants of what were once women are stuck inside of these knots. This face being the most prominent. Makes its way over to you. An arm reaches out long and twisting. It is going to attempt to grapple you. So if I hit with this, so don't you worry. Does a 13 hit you?
No, because I have mage armor on now. Because I did it last battle.
You are able to deflect the arm, and as you push it out of the way, you watch as it twists in on itself and squeezes, knowing that that would have been you. From one of the other holes, a large vine bursts forth. And it is going to kind of flop forward and reach for Fen. It is going to, you watch as the end is sharp and pointed, and it makes a stab at you. $22.
That hits.
All right.
Oh boy.
Okay, so you take 5 points of piercing damage. And $20 points of psychic damage. As this this pointed, kind of gnarled vine arm stabs into you, and screams of hundreds, thousands of women erupt into your head. From a separate hole, closer to where Gorbjorn and Roshan are, comes out and Lucky day. It makes its way towards you, but it does not get to you in time. But it is now right in front of Gorbjorn and Rashawn, this gnarled vine. The woman is going to stand her ground, standing relative term in front of Saga, and that is the end of her turn. Gorbjorn, you are up.
I look towards the guy in the chair and go like, Matt, will you help?
Matt? You gave him a name?
Well, what's the guy with no arms and no legs? A Matt. Sorry.
No.
I hate it here.
Main players are trash.
Wow. Didn't see it coming.
You look to Matt. The look on his face is first just sheer horror. He looks terrified and is now like openly weeping as he looks at this amalgamation of people he had once seen.
So he's not gonna help.
He seems to like shuffle in his seat like he's trying to back up, but he can't move. He can't really do anything currently.
We have to unlock him.
Or Bean.
Oh my god.
Then I go into rage and swing at this vine right in front of me in row.
Okay.
Would a 21 hit?
21 hits.
25 damage.
Ooh. The vine almost looks completely broken apart. It looks like it's just kind of hanging on by a thread as it just tries to slash and tear at you. Okay.
That's my turn.
Ben, you're up next.
Ben is reeling from this jab he just took, but he's gonna get his bow out and can he tell if he backs back up into that doorway that he came through, if he'll have a line of sight on the head of this thing, the ghostly face that we saw before?
Where it is currently, yes. But if it moves from side to side, you might lose it.
All right, well, I'm gonna back out of this doorway with, I don't know.
Are you disengaging?
Oh, is it still based with me? I thought it just kind of stabbed out. I didn't really.
Oh, it's still next to you. I apologize.
Oh, super.
Good, cool.
Good, great, cool. Cool.
I'm gonna literally roll the dice on this, and yes, and I'm not gonna take the disengage action. I am moving out of this thing's range.
Okay, you disengage.
No.
And you are gonna run back through the doorway?
No.
He said he will not take the disengage
Oh.
action.
I'm just moving.
He's
I'll take
moving
the
out of
opportunity
its range
Gotcha.
so that he can get a better view.
It's going to take a swing at you.
Ro will say, please, no, not this time. And
He's so
it
polite.
needs to
Not
subtract
anytime.
just
thanks.
one. I'm rolling like really bad today.
Do I take one off of my number?
Yep, just take the one.
Well, maybe that'll be enough.
Maybe.
25.
No.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
no.
You need to be more forceful, Ro. This is not cotillion.
As you move to back away, I'll also do a luck of the draw. Okay. It goes to wrap around you, and oh gosh! Oh, I'm rolling incredibly high. I'm so sorry.
No, I don't like that.
You take 19 points of damage.
Oh.
Pens down.
39.
Nice.
Wow.
No, Fen!
It wraps around you, and you hear a snapping sound, and Fen is brought to the ground.
No, you don't, you bitch.
Not my friend, you bitch.
Rocky, if you said you wanted to help Lady Sada, now is this is the thing that would involve helping now.
Roll persuasion real fast for me, Saga.
Okay. 7. I rolled a 3. I rolled a 3.
Okay, he seems...
Oh, the dice are not with us.
He kind of just doesn't seem here currently. It's not that he's saying no to you, it's just that he almost doesn't hear you. You can see he's mumbling under his breath and talking to himself.
I understand that. I get like that sometimes.
I get it. Saga, you're up next.
Okay.
Nana, you're on deck.
Okay.
Saga is gonna is there light in this room? Can we see without dancing lights on? I probably shouldn't ask that because that just makes it harder for me if we can't see.
You look around. It seems your dancing lights are kind of refracting and reflecting off of all the gold in the room. You're not sure if you'd be able to see without them currently.
Okay. I need concentration for that, so Saga is just going to go ahead and Chaos Bolt at this thing. Also use... Do I still have... Good. I'm gonna use a sorcery point. Can I... I don't think I can twin spell if it's only one target that I'm hitting.
There's multiple vines.
Yeah, can I hit multiple vines with a twin spell? Can I, like... Is that...
I consider them separate
Okay.
entities to an extent, yeah.
Then I shall twin spell a Chaos Bolt.
Would you like to attack the one that just took down Fen, or the one that Gorbjorn just hit?
Both?
Oh, so you're just doing the vines. So there's a woman, and then there's 2 vines.
She'd rather hit the vines. I don't want to hit the lady.
All right, cool. You turn and hit the 2 vines. Go for it.
First, and I will roll Chaos Energy after. Nat 20! Yay!
Right.
Okay.
One day we're gonna get wild magic. It's gonna be great.
No, that's for the hit. The hitting.
Oh, even better.
Yes.
Much better.
Okay, one other one. Oh, that was a natural 16 plus 4, 20. Yeah. Oh no, my spell attack 6, so it's a 20.
Okay, both of those hit.
Perfect. I nat 20'd on the one that hit Fen.
Okay.
Butthole. Alright.
What a butthole.
Yeah.
That vine in
Finds
particular.
a butthole.
I'm angry. Alright. So 2d8.
Look at left.
Actually, it's gonna be 4d8.
Ooh.
Critting on this is very good. Plus 2d6. This is a very good one. Alright. So 7, 15, 20, 25, 29 points. Doubled? No. Oh no, that was doubled. I doubled the dice, so that's 29 points.
Okay.
For the one that hit Ben. And then for the other one, oh, and that's going to be... It's going to be acid damage.
Okay.
Yes. And then the other one is going to take... 8, 10, 12, 13 points of force damage.
Okay. The one in front of Fen, you almost cut clean in 2. The one in front of Roshan and Gorbjorn explodes, basically. And the remnants kind of wriggle and writhe and then go back into the hole.
Yes, Saga's looking mad.
Ooh, does it take an attack of opportunity from Gorbjorn and Ro?
The part near them didn't bleed.
Ah,
It's just a wiggle.
Yeah, it left part of itself there.
Oh, I see.
Nana, any movement? Currently, you are right next to the woman. I mean, Saga. I don't know.
I was gonna say.
You're like,
oh,
oh
we're
no,
under her
that's
turn.
very fast.
I'm right next to the woman. I don't have any disengages though, and she's but she would like to go out of the way, so she's going to try to get out of the way.
Okay. Would you also give me that wild magic?
Yeah, I knew I was remembering that. Oh, another nat 20 on that one.
All right.
I am so
Your
confused.
control of your magic. You know what? I'm feeling incredibly kind. Okay, that's 2 nat 20s, of course. You watch as you can hear the sound of the sea and the moving of rainbow lights and the lights you have created, your dancing lights. You watch as they kind of spread about the room and sort of hit old torches, and you watch as these torches illuminate.
Yeah!
Lady Sada's here. She's trying to help Froggy. You see this? It's working. She's real, okay?
I haven't been doubting at all. She's real, see?
I'm also saying it for everyone else.
Yeah.
So they know.
So your dancing lights turn on the lights.
That's very cool.
Nana.
All right. This is excellent on Saga's part. However, Ben is over there, and Nana needs to get to him immediately. Nana is going to shout, "Well done, Saga! Keep it up, all right? I'm going to help Fen."
I'm sorry, Saga. You said you were moving?
Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Hate to do it.
Liar.
Love to do it.
That's more like it.
Saga, I need you to roll a strength roll, please.
Oh, okay.
You can use athletics.
Do you still have that bardic inspiration?
Do I?
Or did you use it?
Yes, I did not use it yet. It's a D8.
It's a D6. I'm not that good yet.
6. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm a
Well,
baby.
I felt so inspired. I could have said it was a D8.
Yes.
All right. Can I use acrobatics?
No.
I will use athletics then.
What is it?
I'm gonna use the inspiration. Okay. 14.
Okay.
That was just a check, not a saving throw?
Yep, just to check.
Yeah, it's athletics.
Which way are you running? Just kind of straight ahead and away? Because there's holes in that direction. Roshan and Gorbjorn to your left. The door to your right where Tordric, Fen, and Nana are.
Probably toward Tordric, Fen, and Nana. That's more people.
Okay. I'm gonna put you next to Tordric. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hide behind Tordric.
Okay, so you go behind Tordric.
Yeah.
This arm goes out to strike you, and you see it right next to your head as you run by. It misses you. Okay, Nana.
All right. I'm going to lob one spear at the tendril that's menacing Fen.
Okay, you're gonna have to move to here. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Does a 14 hit?
14 does not hit.
Okay. I'm gonna close range and I'm going to huck a second spear at or stab my second spear at this thing.
Okay.
Come on. Come on. 6 isn't gonna hit.
A 6 does not hit.
All
this
right.
thing is just writhing and moving. It's a difficult target.
I'm going to post up next to Fen, and I'm just going to keep him protected as long as I can until somebody else can heal him, because I haven't got anything for that.
At the end of our order, we have Tordric.
George is praying, hears the noise, breaks out of his prayer. How far away is Finn?
About 15 feet away.
Oh, well. He looks at Saga if she's next to him and goes, "Excuse me, ma'am," and just kind of does a dwarf hop over.
A dwarf hop.
Pardon me.
Yeah, does the dwarf hop and just puts his hand down and cure light wounds.
Wah!
Yep, exactly. 9 back.
Okay, Fen, you have 9 HP back.
And Tordrick's going to grab his shoulder and start pulling back.
Okay, was your healing an action or a bonus action?
It's an action. I guess.
Okay.
Sorry, you're right. Okay, so he's going to stay there with Finn
Okay,
and Nana.
let's get back into it at the top of the initiative order. We have Roshan.
So Roshan will look over at Fen, who probably hasn't had the chance to stand up yet, and say, "Oh, no, Fen, please come back." And you get 7 hit points, 6 hit points from my healing word. And then Roshan will look at the mask lady and say, "Hey," does she look at me?
You say hey. You watch as the head kind of on a swivel turns in your direction.
And then Roshan will say, "No wonder Bragi rejected you. The only thing you're fucking is ugly."
Oh my goodness.
And I need her to make a wisdom saving throw.
I think we all need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you. She gets advantage on magical effects. I'm getting rid of her advantage for that. That was
Yes!
so incredibly aggressive.
Oh my
I don't think she
God!
deserves advantage.
If you don't get bitch slapped, bro, I don't know.
Oh God. Oof. Wisdom?
Yes.
6.
Oh, so she takes 4 points of psychic damage
All right.
and has disadvantage on her next attack roll.
Yes!
Okay. All right. This looks like you actually hear a cracking sound, and it looks like part of her head cracks and breaks.
Oh!
And just a horrible scream emits from her. As the head kind of lolls back and then snaps back into attention and focuses in on you. Okay. Anything else for us, Sean?
Nope, that's it. Thanks.
That was my time. Thanks, everybody. It's her turn.
Oh boy!
Oh.
She feels a certain type of way. Give me a second.
She feels a certain type of way.
I 100%.
He feels a certain type of way. I feel
Roshan just
a certain
nagged
type of
her,
way.
so.
Oof.
You watch as her body rises out of this pit, and it is just kind of a skeletal woman's frame surrounded by these thick vines, and it just makes a beeline, just like the whole mass makes a beeline towards Roshan.
Oh no! Is
Uh,
it within range for any of us to get an attack of opportunity on?
No. It makes its way to Roshan,
Oh boy.
and it is. I've been doing it like this. Okay. The hand reaches out for you.
It has disadvantage, and I will say, "Oh no, please don't touch me. You're way too ugly." And
Oh!
it needs to
Damn.
take an extra 5 off of that.
You're just
Oh,
gonna need to twist that knife, aren't you?
Damn.
Sadly, I still hit.
Aw, damn.
But it got rid of that nat 20, so that's nice.
Oh!
Oof.
Well, that's good. It doesn't crit you.
The arm fully wraps around you and begins to squeeze.
Oh.
You take 10 points of force damage. And you are now grappled.
Oh boy.
For grapple. Okay. Gosh, she focused a lot on you. I only have one arm left because you guys destroyed the other one. It is going to strike out towards Nana, who just started stabbing at it. That hits. Nana, you are also grappled.
Damn it.
You take 11 points of force damage.
All right.
And you are now grappled. The arm itself on its own does not seem like it can do very much besides hold you. The woman, on the other hand, is a different story, but this singular vine is now just focused on holding Nana in place. And that is my turn. Next up, we have Gorbjorn.
I attack! That'll be a 16 to hit that vine that's holding on to Roshan.
16 just hits.
Yeah.
Yay!
Take note of that, y'all.
So that's 20 damage on the vine.
Oof. Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay, the vine is still up and active, but looks near pieces. It's not good. All right, Gorbjorn stays and just starts hacking at these vines that are holding on to Roshan. Fen, you're up. You've just been healed. You are prone.
And spits out blood. And kind of like rolls to like a sitting position and takes note of the field. Is the vine that's next to me is grappling Nana.
Mm-hmm.
Does that eliminate the disadvantage that I would have from it being within 5 feet of me? Because it's kind of tied up with her, or?
My brain literally stopped in that moment.
Mood.
You know what? Just because it's so big, honestly, sure. And it's distracted, why not?
All right, well, so Fenn's just gonna like, not even stand up. I mean, it's gonna take half my movement to do it, but he's gonna take a knee and just, the one that's got Nana, with sharpshooter, he's just gonna try and lay an arrow into it.
Okay.
Ooh. Say 16 hit?
16 just hits.
That is 20 points of damage.
Okay. Nana, this arm had wrapped around you and began just squeezing. And you hear a thunk. And you see an arrow just kind of split right through the part where it already had been rended by Saga's spell, and it goes slack around you. And the wind sinks back into the hole. You're no longer grappled.
Is that, so the one that's nearest me, the one that could take opportunity attacks on me is down?
Yes.
All right. So is there a way I can like drag myself to my feet and like get behind any sort of cover?
The only
Behind Tordrick.
cover is these
Is
fallen
Tordek.
pillars on the far side and the entryway.
Okay, so I don't have enough movement to get to. I don't want to leave the room. So I'm just gonna like slump up against the wall.
Okay.
Fenn's not feeling good.
Okay.
No, you all right?
I'm fine. Worry about yourself.
I'm worried about all of us.
Well, leave that for me to worry about, all right?
All
That's my
right.
job, isn't it?
It's your job. Be in charge. You're the boss. All right. End of my turn.
All right. Saga, you're up.
Chaos Bolt.
It was very cool.
That was a great one.
And also twin spell again because might as
Yeah,
well.
cool.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to run back into the room. Is that cool?
Yeah. I'm not too far out, am I?
Oh yeah, no, you can get there.
Yeah.
It's the only way you could just hit the ones that are visible.
Oh, I rolled a 3 and a 4. Plus 6, so the highest one is a 10.
Both of them go wide and just kind of explode against the wall.
I did too good last time. The world
You
had
did.
the punish. Okay, let me roll a magic search.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay, we're good. 17.
One
One day.
day. One day. All right. Anything else, Saga?
Run back out.
All right, and then you take 2 steps back out.
Yes.
You're like,
That didn't
Step
work.
out. Step in, step out.
nope. All right, Nana.
Is there any way that I can see the beastie's face from this angle, or is it full on facing Gorbjorn?
The thing is, it's not exactly like. It's not normal in the fact that it's like, I'm facing this way. This is normal for my head to do this. It is kind of constantly on this writhing massive vines and moving. So you can catch glimpses of it.
Does it look? Is this thing's mask face the same as my cave friend, or does it look different?
Okay. You can either roll me insight with advantage or intelligence with advantage.
So you confirm you were friends.
Are we friends?
I'm putting big quotes around that friends term personally. I'm gonna take the intelligence check because that's slightly better for me. Ooh, better one is a dirty 20.
Okay. You get a glance of it. Nick gets a glance of you. You both make eye contact for a moment. It's her. Back.
Bitch.
And its focus turns fully to you.
All right then. I'm going to swap out my spear and pull out a torch and a tinderbox, and I'm lighting that torch up.
Okay, you are now wielding a torch.
If anyone else wants some fire to deal with these plants, we've got some landscaping to do.
Sunglasses.
So the vine that was next to me is gone.
Yes.
Is there still one reaching up out of the bigger hole on the left?
Right now it is currently like just her and her mass.
Oh, it's just her now. Okay. Well, alrighty then. I want to sort of move towards like the middle of the group and kind of like jostle my pack open to kind of like expose a couple of my torches in my pack, so if anybody passes by, they can grab one.
Okay.
Is that possible?
I mean, you've already done pull out torch like torch.
Right. I'm not asking to pull out any more torches. I'm kind of asking to like sort of leave the pack open after having grabbed out a torch so that the other torches in my pack are exposed. I have a total of, I think, 8 left from the ones that I had.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
leave
I've got
the
8
path
more.
open and don't close it.
Yeah.
Any movement?
I'm going to move towards sort of the middle of, like, split the difference between the two halves of the party, and kind of like get towards the middle space and shout up at the thing. You! We didn't finish our business last time.
You run forward. Tordrek.
Nobody's laying on the ground prone, are they? Or injured?
I mean, Fen is up.
Right. Yeah, I saw him. He was right next to me. He just wiggled off. I said, "Okay, he must be doing okay." So he turns around to look to see if anybody else is in trouble. If not, then after he heard the torch comment, he does sacred flame on the creature.
Okay.
On the many woman.
All right.
He needs to do a dex save 13.
Dex save 13. Let's see. Yes, it succeeds. And by I succeed.
16. Okay.
Yes.
He will move up closer to the creature. Not probably about 15 feet closer than he is. To prepare to bless those who are going to fight close.
Okay. Cool. You move forward to get into blessing range. We are back at the top. Roshan, you are currently grappled.
Well, I don't like that.
Not a fan.
But I will look up at the face, wherever that is, wrapped around me, and say, "Ugh, you're even more ugly at a close distance. I thought it was bad enough at a distance," and just really try to get it to drop me with, by hurting its feelings, really.
Okay.
So can I make a...
Hurting it with mean words.
Mean words.
I'm Roshan, and my weapon is mean comments.
18.
Oh, and I can turn into a fallen angel and murder you all.
So no, that doesn't work.
It went all I'm rubber, you're glue.
I will look at Gorbjorn and say, please, can you help me out a little bit? And give you an inspiration.
Hey!
There you go. All right.
That's it.
It's her turn. You feel the vines around your body begin to tighten.
Uh-oh.
You take 9 points of force damage.
Ouch.
How you doing, buddy?
Not so good.
Oh boy!
Okay.
Leave him alone! Your business is with me!
You all hear the ground shake, and then boosh, boosh out of 2 of the holes.
Oh shit.
Okay. Out of the one near the center of the room and the one on the far side of the room, farther from the group, 2 more arms burst out. That is
Not a
their
fan.
turn coming into existence.
Not a fan.
They are going to try and see if they can reach anyone. The one on the far side certainly cannot. This one is near Nana, though. Let's see. Yes. Nana, it is within range.
Alright.
It is going to make... I need you to do an athletics, please.
An athletics.
Yes, please.
Okay. Come on. for when I need it. Okay, that's a 7. That's not gonna do it.
I also rolled a 7. So, you feel this arm come towards you, and it seems like it's trying to push you, but you were just able to kind of push away from it, and you see it was trying to push you into that large hole right behind you.
Rude!
But it was not strong enough, I guess. All right. Yeah, that's my turn. Gorbjorn, you're up. You hear Roshan ask for help, and then you watch him get squeezed.
I raise up my sword and try to free my friend. 16 will hit, so I'm gonna keep that inspiration. And for damage, 18.
Okay. The arm around Roshan flops to the floor with like a sickening kind of like wet thud.
Good.
Roshan, you are no longer grappled, but this woman is still in front of you.
So
boy.
would taking down these tentacles, would it count as killing something for my Great Weapon Master?
It counts. Interesting. I am counting them as separate entities to an extent. So yes.
Alright, so can I walk up to anything 30 feet from me?
She's right next to you.
Oh, cool. Then I
Get her!
Then
Get her,
bonus
my
action,
boy!
I swing to get him. So that's gonna be 17 to hit.
That hits.
Hell yeah.
That's what I like to see. So that's 25 damage.
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
Oh, yes!
A round of applause.
You take a swing and it hits in the vine, like right under where this mask of a head is, and there's just this ooze of that like reddish copper toned blood starting to seep out. And you hear just a wail of all the women inside. There's just a sound of pain. All right. I'm assuming you're staying in the fray.
Yeah, just in rage. I can't really like make insults like Ro can, so I'm just like fucking ugly. Ah.
Ugly. You just kind of repeat the end of what he says.
God. Jesus.
Ben, you are up.
Oh boy, we're all just gonna pile on and start bullying this girl, aren't we? I don't feel right about that.
I don't feel good about this.
I mean, like, I'm not a fan of hers, but like...
I'm just trying to get attention. It's been hitting all the squishies. I'm like, no, go for me.
Okay, well, that's fair. Trying to draw aggro. I get it.
Fen, what would you like to do?
Fen leans over his shoulder, coughs up a little bit more blood,
Okay.
and lowers his bow again. Takes a deep middle distance stare down the arrow that he has knocked up. Sorry, bad phrasing. The arrow he has knocked. And Gorbjorn is giving me advantage on this main, aiming right for this thing's fucking face.
All right.
with sharpshooter.
Okay.
Which is a bastard. No, 21 to hit.
21 hits.
All right.
Yes.
16 points of damage.
16. All right.
Nice.
And just under his breath, she is fucking ugly.
This has just become a roasting session for a large clump
Yeah.
of dead women. Whoa, help.
That dead women. Y'all.
Story tale.
Story
I wonder
tale.
why he kept rejecting her.
They're like, we get it. Yeah, look at
Nice.
You see why I was crying all these years?
Gosh, I need a story tale shirt just so I can live in my shame forever. All
We
right.
love you, Jillian.
Thanks,
We
guys.
do.
No, seriously, don't forget that. We love you, Jillian.
Oh.
Yes. We very much do.
We love you.
Any movement, Fen, or would you like to keep your back to the wall?
No, Fenn's still like propped against this wall, barely moving. Like he's just gonna stay right where he is.
That's
All right.
fair.
Saga.
Okay.
Effective at range anyway.
She is going to try to hit it with another chaos bolt.
Okay, you run into the room. Are you aiming for her or one of the vines that popped out?
Okay. Shelter. Has anyone said anything about it? No, nothing. Then no, the vines. Just the vines. Yeah. This is gonna be second level. Second level chaos bolt, and he's gonna twin spell it again. And then for the first one, she's going to do Tides of Chaos to get advantage
Okay.
on the first one. And then I can also roll my magic surge thing again to get the Tides of Chaos back. So I'm gonna do 2 magic chaos things this round.
Okay.
So, first one. Oh, a good thing I had advantage. 19.
19 hits.
Yeah, alright, and the second one. Oh, okay, good. 20.
All right, both hit.
Cool. Alright. So, first one does 14 points of. Sorry. Just keep this up. 14 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And the second one does 18 points of poison damage. Sure, that's good. And then 2 magic surges. Oof. That was a 3 and a 13. I think that's fine, right?
What levels? It was a second level chaos bolt?
Yeah. Oh, I need to do a little bit more damage because of that, actually. Another d6 to both of them.
Okay, and you rolled a 3, so you're fine.
Yeah. Okay, so 7 extra points.
To which one? All of them?
Well, no, 7. I rolled a 6 and a 1, so just 7.
Gotcha. 6. Take 1. Okay. All right. Would you like to remain in the room, or would you like to step out again?
I would like to step out.
Understood. You step back out. You all watch as just weird explosions of attacks just sort of hitting these vines, and they're taking hard hits. And then Saga just slips back out. So when you look back, nobody's really there.
You just hear like, "Did I get it?"
Is it?
You got it! You got it! You did very well, Saga. Keep it up. Stay safe.
I only have a little bit left.
Don't overextend yourself, but any help you can give us is good help.
Fully extend yourself. Fully extend yourself.
I mean,
Nana, you're up.
all right. Let's see. So we've got one vine to my side. There's another one cropping up out of yonder hole. There's the beastie next to Gorbjorn and Ro. Is that all the enemies that I can see?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to... Would it be an action or a bonus action to grab a second torch out of my pack?
Bonus action.
All right. I would like to grab the second torch and hold it in the same hand as the other torch. I feel like I could grasp both in one hand.
And Nana has big ol' hands.
I mean, they're not little. They're not dainty. They can hawk spears.
They're appropriately sized. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Nana's going to look over her shoulder at Tordrict and mutter, "I'm not sure if the magic is going to be quite so effective in this case. It doesn't seem to be hurting her as much as I think a regular old fire might. Care to test that?
Is Saga, did Saga in the same area? Did you hear that?
How loudly do you think you said that, Nana?
Well, I mean, probably not a whisper.
Sure. Yeah, you hear her. You hear, Nana.
I'm trying to, but it's not, I can't pick.
Understandable. Understandable. That's more than fine. But let's see what we can do with a little old-fashioned fire, yes? And Nana's going to stab her torches at the vine that's closest to her. Is it within range?
It is on top of you.
Well, all right then. I'm gonna poke at it with a torch, with 2 torches worth of fire.
It's kind of like
do you want me to?
Big torch. Use your like you're stabbing with a spear, one-handed.
All right. Okay. Come on, buddy. Don't fail me now. Come on. 20! Oh, not 20!
Yay!
Nice.
Hey.
There you go.
Oh! Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
So, go ahead and roll. I believe fire is a D6.
That sounds right to me.
Like
I think...
8 D12s or something like that?
Yeah.
Actually,
yeah.
I think Saga's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I trust her judgment.
Go ahead
Yeah.
and you know what? Because you know what? Roll me 2 D6s.
2d6. Yes. You got it. All right. That is 3 and 3.
So 6. We're going to say 12 points of fire damage. Sure.
Boom.
Nice.
How does that seem to treat this viney thing?
1 second. That was I said 12. It seems to hurt it, but I will say it is not like it is hurting more than other things, but it did take damage.
Okay. Alrighty. So it doesn't seem to be just like, oh, that's the silver bullet. Does it seem to be, well,
I mean,
never mind.
It's like getting hurt. It doesn't feel good.
Alright, cool.
It reacts, but
Well,
it is
alright.
It is not engulfed in flame and just like flail.
Oh, come on. That's all I wanted.
Jillian, I want it to be engulfed in flame.
I want it to whoosh.
That does not seem to be the case in this situation.
Curses. All right, that's fine. In that case, then, if I'm treating this like my spear attack,
You have them in one hand, so...
yeah, I do. Never mind. I'm going to use my bonus action. Let's see.
That was to pull out that,
Oh, that's right. The other torch. You are correct. Then yeah, I'm just going to kind of like sort of hold the 2 torches sort of like offset in one hand, like ready to hawk it at this thing if I have to, but also sort of like separate from me, so if somebody wants to come up and take one of the 2, they can.
Okay. Tordrick, you're up.
How far away is Ro from Tordrick?
From you. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet.
Looks at his feet, his little legs. He's going to.
You could get next to him in 25 if you wanted to.
Well,
You would be right next to that lady, though.
right. Well, I'm not concerned about that. He's going to rush that way. He's going to say, "I'll be right back," to Nana, because that's where he's next to. He's going to go rush them that way, and he wants to do healing word on Rosha, on Ro.
Okay, so are you getting with? Is that a touch range spell, or can you?
It's 60 feet. He's just
Okay.
going to get closer because he's frantic. He wants to like be in the middle of everything because all these people are having things go on. So he just keeps moving.
I'll put you forward 15 feet. That kind of puts you even-ish between Nana and Roshan and Gorbjorn.
Right.
Cool. Go ahead and do the heals.
He does 9 damage or 9 healing.
Oh no!
Oh no!
So, Roshan.
9 points of healing to Roshan.
Perfect.
All right. At the end of your turn.
I think if he only went half his movement, he's going to go back to Nana.
Okay, 15, 20, 25. You can get right back next to Nana. Okay. Back at the top, Roshan. You've been released from the grapple.
Roshan will look up at this lady and say, "Come on, just give it up. I've seen prettier sights after I finish wiping."
Oh,
Damn it!
shit.
Right.
Wow, dude, you're just pulling out all the stops. Where did all this rage come from, Ro?
Did you drink tequila earlier, bro? Just ask.
Lay off the herbs.
12.
No, 12 doesn't do it. She takes 3 psychic damage
Okay.
and has disadvantage on her next attack roll.
Yeah.
And he just kind of gives himself some words of encouragement, like, yeah, you can do this. Yeah, you can do this. And gets 5 hit points back.
Okay.
Nice.
You give yourself 5 hit points as you try to encourage yourself after breaking this poor woman down. All right. It is her turn. Now, here's the situation. Roshan's been very mean to me, but my friend has come back. I think that's much, much more interesting. The head on a swivel turns its focus to Nana, and it is going
Alright.
to rush forward, which means Roshan and Gorbjorn, you can get attacks of opportunity.
Roshan has no weapons, but he'll kick out at her.
Yeah, you.
That's
Yeah.
a dirty 20.
What did you guys get?
I got a dirty 20.
I got a natural 20, but
Give
my
me your-
unarmed strike does 0 damage.
They do?
No.
Gorbjorn, when you go to attack, you're gonna hit directly on, and then you watch as just like it's almost like a wall of just ice and twisted vine go up in front of it, and you hit into that instead, missing her.
Oh, but couldn't the kick? What if the kick? What if the natural
Yeah,
20
what-
kick
yeah,
like
Can't the
kicked
kick
it?
break the ice?
Break the ice.
I'm sorry, I'm a horrible player.
This is like shield, and
Oh, boo.
sadly, how much does? So it's a nat 20, which aren't those like auto hits? Doesn't that just mean it hits?
Yeah, but
The-
I would double the damage, and I don't have any dice to roll,
Yeah.
and my
You know what?
damage
I'll
is
give you
0.
a solid 0 + 0 = 1 today, buddy.
Yes.
All right. All right.
One good hit. Right as the vines are going up, you get your foot under and just kick her right in the shin.
Oh,
Right in the shin.
Just like the pouty, dejected kid kicking a stone when he doesn't get his way. Like,
Nana, you are now kind of flanked by this woman, this twist of vines, and the one next to you. The one next to you is going to go do something first. Let's see. Okay, it's going to attack. 16.
That hits.
All right. Oh, gosh, these dice are killers today.
Oh boy, I didn't want to hear that.
You take 21 points of
Oh.
force damage.
That's how many I had left.
Oh, wow.
I'm
It-
down.
Down.
Right.
I hope you're holding your healing. I hope you.
Right.
Sadly, this thing had its eyes on you. I will not be changing that.
I understand.
The body of the woman is going to attempt to attack you. With?
Oh boy.
Okay. She's going to roll with advantage.
Oh boy.
I'm guessing a 13 doesn't hit, does it?
Oh my god, it misses! Oh, I saw Nana's life flashing before my eyes!
This vine just stabs down in the ground and like you hear the crack of stone, but it completely missed Nana. By some luck of the draw or the fate of the gods, who knows, does not get that second hit on her. Meanwhile, the one at the far end of the room, the vine, moves forward and is going to get next to Gorbjorn. Okay, and it's going to... I need you to do an athletics roll for me, please. A little better.
Dirty 20.
Oh, easy. This thing starts to like try and push you, but you just push right back. It cannot move you. She's gone, that's gone. Okay. That is the end of her turn as she writhes and starts to loom over Nana's body. Gorbjorn.
I go to strike her once again.
Okay, the one next to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be 21.
That hits.
For 25 damage.
Gone. You have this vine to pieces next to you. It is no longer even a semblance as the little stump goes back and disappears.
So is there anything within like 30 feet of me to hit again?
5, 10, 15. If you move forward 15 feet, you will be next to her again.
Awesome. That will be a 14 to hit, so that misses.
Yeah, that misses.
Did you use your
Oh
inspiration?
no, I didn't.
Use it,
that
use
makes it a 16.
16 hits.
Yes!
So that's 22 damage.
Jesus.
Bjorn's on fire tonight.
I know, I'm actually doing shit.
Gorbjorn's coming in hot
That's
today.
how the barbarian do! That's my wolf boy!
All right, you run up behind this thing and just start swinging. Okay. Ben, you're up.
How far am I from Nana?
15 feet to be next to her.
Okay. And Gorbjorn is in
Right next to
5
the
feet
lady.
of the. All right. So taking a shot with sharpshooter at the main body of the thing.
Okay.
$14.
14 does not hit. It goes wide. She's a very strange moving target. It is not an easy hit, but you miss that attack.
All right. Nana, are you down 0 hit points?
0 hit points, my dude.
All right. I am running to Nana.
Okay.
Bonus action pulling out my health potion. The one
Okay.
that's on my belt or in my satchel, whatever, and dropping prone over her.
Okay. You are going to just basically lie
I'm
prone on top
Yeah,
of
I'm
her.
just laying prone right on. Just
Sure. All right. That is your turn. Aga, you're up.
Things aren't going well.
She says to herself in the other room.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I just hear death noises.
You're like, that sounds terrible.
I peek around the corner and see that things are worse than last time. She was gonna do just something small, but it looks like that's not the time. So seeing Nana in the ground. Another last twin spell, Chaos Bolt. This time at the lady in the center.
Advantage on that one.
Okay, so one of them is advantage. Who might? Okay. Whew. It's a good thing it has advantage. I keep rolling 3s, but this is a 16.
16 hits.
Good, and then second one. Oh, that was a natural 16 plus 6, so we're good.
All right.
All right, so the first attack does 10 points of fire. We finally got there.
Yeah!
An explosion of fire hits into her.
Nana, I did it!
Perfect
Oh god,
timing.
Nana! And the second one does. Ooh, that was good. 12 plus 5 points of poison.
Okay, the other one, how much?
17, sorry.
Okay, that vine melts into the ground and is gone.
Cool. Then that's gonna roll for. Okay, we're good on the magic surge.
Okay,
That's my turn.
no magic surging today.
No magic surge today.
Nana, I would like a death saving throw, please.
Okie dokie. If the dice gods like me yet. 15!
Okay, one positive.
I'll take it. It's not a failure.
Just Fen. Breathe. Breathe.
Breathe, goddammit.
But, like, really reluctantly touching her face. Like,
Breathe. All right, that is Nana's turn. Tordrek.
Well, he was on his way back to Nana, and he sees her fall, and he sees what Finn does, and he sees her touching her face, and he goes, "You're doing it wrong," and he heals her for
This is how healing works.
exactly.
Here,
Oh,
Ranger.
he did
Here's
max
how you
11.
heal.
11?
11 back.
Okay, Nana,
you.
you open and it's just Fen above you, like hesitantly touching your face.
What are you doing?
He's helping.
Well, Fen doesn't really know how his magic works, so like it makes sense that like he doesn't realize he's out of spell slots. Like
He's like,
he
I
knows
think
occasionally he can like will some life back into somebody, but like
Oh.
but he doesn't know how his magic works. He's not trained in this, so he's trying real fucking hard.
So, since I didn't do my whole movement, George is gonna stand in front of Nana and Finn with his shield up and hammer ready.
Okay,
Protect her. To protect both of them.
all right. You're back at the top, Roshan.
Roshan will get up onto his knees and shout at the woman again and say, "Hey! I think it's time for you to leave, and I need her to make a wisdom saving throw versus
Ooh.
some dissonant whispers."
18.
Well, she doesn't have to run away, but she
Yeah.
still takes half of 18, so 9 damage.
Okay. There's another crack in the mask, and the body sort of struggling to maintain its shape and its composure. It is still up.
Well, that's all that I can do.
Roshan gives a thumbs up from the other side. You guys got it.
Good luck.
You got
It is
this.
her
I
turn.
believe in you.
Her quarry is underneath another person and behind a man with a shield. I'm gonna attack the man with the shield. He's in my way. The mask swivels and focused in on you, Tordrek, and is going to take a stab at you. Over a 20.
Oh, shit.
Misses.
I'm unhittable. Okay, so you take 4 points of piercing damage, And then,
Just a little grunt.
Oh.
sir,
Ouch.
this is my combat board. I need you to back up. Thank you. And then you take 23 points of psychic damage.
So that's 27 total.
Yes, I believe so.
All right, Tordrick falls.
No!
Ordric stands in front of his friends, shield up, and then a stab into the chest. Screams erupt, just women screaming inside of your head. And Tordric
nightmare.
falls.
No. God. We gotta help Tordric. Come on. Come on, Fen.
What a pity. No longer from the holes. But you watch as her body spins in and around itself, and in a last-ditch effort, 2 pieces break off, but still attached to her.
This isn't even my final form!
You don't prepare yourselves.
Prepare yourself.
So this is not a separate entity. This is just her body with more pieces. These jagged arms that basically tore themselves in half so they could attack. Start wailing on people. The first one is going to be Gorbjorn. Misses terribly. It's just a broken piece of an arm that just swings wide over your head. They're not even looking at you. And then the second one is going to be at...
Saga didn't leave this time.
Okay,
Just so
sadly,
you know.
I have Fen prone in front of me, so that's where I'm going to be stabbing.
Juicy.
I was hitting her hard though. Like I wasn't doing a good job.
Oh yeah, no, you were messing stuff up. The second
You
I
were.
kill him, I will come for you.
Okay,
Oh
good.
my
Thank
God!
you. I just want to be included.
How healthy does this thing look?
Oh,
Yeah.
it looks terrible. This thing
Okay.
Okay.
is looking pretty
That's what I
bad.
want to hear.
That's
bring
thank you. 17.
That hits. I accept.
Thank you. I will let you hit me.
What if we said no?
Question. That's catty corner. How many hit points did you have?
I have 16.
Oh, okay. I'll actually count this.
Oh what?
Jesus. It's 20 points of damage.
Okay.
Damn it!
I have less than 0 hit points.
You are once again stabbed as you kind of lay on top of Nana. Nana, you watch his eyes unfocus and then close.
Oh, no!
With the healing potion in my hand.
Yeah, he's just kind of has a
Alright.
healing potion. It's kind
Alright.
of on the ground next to you now, but it is there.
You stupid bastard.
It's just,
Oh, always making me do all the work. Oh, you're heavy.
I'm not heavy, I'm fucking skinny.
You're wearing armor.
Wonder Boy. That is her turn. Gorbjorn.
Ah! I got a 13.
You and this vine are just sort of hitting into each other.
Bitch slapping at each other.
Oh.
Okay. I'm assuming you're staying.
Yeah.
Fen, I need a death saving throw, please.
$11?
That is a success.
Oh, okay. Okay, good.
Yeah.
I don't even actually know the rules for that.
It's
honestly.
anything 10 and up is good. Anything single digit, not so good.
Okay.
You need 3 of the good boys to not be dead.
I'll talk to Random Chance and see if that happens.
All right, that is Fen's turn. Saga, you're still in the room. You watch all this happen.
Saga is looking to Broggy and saying, and she pulls up a, like, it's rules wise, it's a chill touch, but her chill touch doesn't look like a ghostly skeletal hand. It looks like a dainty lady hand that maybe is Lady Sator's. And it points at him and says, "Now is the time to help. Lady Sator is here." And she this is the only opportunity if you want to save. You need to save more people than you killed, okay? This is the time. And so the ghostly hand is gonna go towards this lady and just
slap her in the
Yeah, bitch slap that bitch.
and natural one.
It is very much more ceremonial than actual damage. Would you roll me persuasion with advantage, though?
Oh,
Okay.
come on, come on. I know Amy's
Oh my god. First one was a 2. The second one is an 18 plus 4, 22.
Okay. Broggy, who has just been a wreck the whole combat, kind of looks at you, eyes full of tears, and there's just a nod. Let's see. Okay. All right. He gives you a nod. Anything else for your turn?
I have nothing else. Can I feed the health potion to Fen? I don't know if I don't like that.
You can see it. It is
on the ground next to him.
Okay, but
You've already used your action.
Tordrick and Fen are right there, right?
Yes, they're both pretty much next to each other.
Okay. I've used my action already, so I can't give anyone a potion though.
So would you like to go over there?
I would like to go over there. I'd like to stand in front of Tordrick, and I'm going to give him a potion, if I can, next turn.
So next turn, you will be giving somebody a potion.
Yes.
Cool. You run over and run into the fray. Okay. Nana.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. This is fine. I'm going to roll Fen off of me.
I'm gonna say it's gonna take your full movement. No movement left, because you have to get a whole person off you.
That's fair. But rifling through my pockets, I do find one potion of lesser healing. And I uncork that and pop that in Fen's mouth and empty it. That's going to get him... What is that?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2 it is. All right. Come on. You're not allowed to die on me yet. It's 7 points of healing.
Ooh. Okay. You shove the healing potion into his mouth. Saga reaching for the other one on the ground. Okay.
If we can get that one for Tordrick.
Yes.
All right.
Let me see. Is that a full action for me, or is that a bonus?
That is an action. If you
That's a
would like
full
to do
action.
A bonus action, you can.
I'm going to narrow my eyes up at the main body of the beast and just focus all of my determination. You aren't going to take us down here. You are not going to kill one of my friends. Not on my watch, you bitch. Slayer's Prey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the first time each turn that I hit that target with a weapon attack, they'll take an extra 1d6 damage from the weapon.
Okay.
So, next time I pick up my torches, I'm coming for blood.
All right. Tordrick, I need a death saving throw.
11.
All right.
Good on ya. Good on ya.
Shakes a little bit.
Come on,
Rattle.
Tordrick. You can't leave us yet.
Back at the top, Roshan.
This is bad. So Roshan sees this this lady kind of split off some rudimentary arms for herself, and he says, "Look at you! You're falling apart. I've seen more composure in a potato."
God.
Hopefully she fails this wisdom saving throw.
Come on.
She has advantage and got a 5.
Woo! Yes.
Wonderful.
That's max damage. 4 damage. Yep.
4 damage?
Four.
I thought it was 4 this much damage, but
Oh.
Roshan.
oh my god, no!
You do what?
It's always.
Hey, Roshan, what happens after you?
I think she just like whips her mask around to stare at me, and then all of the ladies of the vine start screaming, and the mask shatters and it slumps back into the hole.
Okay. As they look at you one last time, so many eyes deep inside of these vines, and you watch as the mask splits and snaps with a scream, and then losing its ability to contain itself, to hold itself together, flips to the floor, and the vines kind of almost like sludge slip back into the hole. You guys are out of initiative, and I think this is like the second horrific monster that Roshan has killed with words.
It is.
Oh, boy.
Mean words.
It had nothing left in the hit point pool. The next hit really was its undoing, and it happened to be unkind words.
Giving Tordrick potion.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can give Tordrick the potion.
Yes. Tordrick, are you okay?
Is there anyone else down?
No, everybody is up
No,
now.
we're up.
Oh, thank
2d4 plus 2 healing for him.
Okay.
Fen, come on, you alright?
I'm all right. God.
9 points.
Okay,
9
9
points.
points for
Yep.
Tordrick. You're back in.
Oh. What happened?
Roshan
Bro
insulted it to death.
it to death.
Yeah.
All these words come in
Again?
different ways. Like,
We just jinxed each other, basically.
We did, yeah.
sounds like it.
Yeah, both Nana and Saga just, yeah.
Rose insulted it to death.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh my.
that was well done. That was close.
That was
That was
poorly
well
done.
done.
We should have seen that coming.
We should have burned it when we first saw it. But we'll
Thank you,
know better
Nana.
for next time.
We should not let any divine corruption escape this place.
Should we toss a torch down? I don't want to crawl in after it.
Oh, certainly
toss
not.
all the torches down.
At least 1, 2 for good measure, and we'll see where that gets us. I don't want to waste all of them. We might need them yet.
Someone should tear this place down brick by brick.
We'll see what we can do once we leave. We don't want it to become our tomb.
Have we found the other key? Did you see
Ben,
it?
do you still have the first one? You
I
pocketed
don't
it,
give
surely.
a shit. I don't
I
give a
don't-
shit about the keys. I don't give a shit about this impotent god who's supposed to possess power, who could not save any of us. Only we can save us. This god
That-
did nothing. Yes, I
Right.
have your fucking key. Thank you, Nana. You saved my life, and I will give you this key to do with what you wish.
All right. I know how you feel, Fen. I understand.
It is the greed and capriciousness bleeding from these apparently powerful beings that they give us no mercy or aid, that cost the love of my life her life. It's what's threatening your community now. And we are going to help this creature, this beast, who's lived for 10,000 years, which is 9,500 years than any of us will live. We're supposed to help him.
Fen, what would Ave have done?
I don't know. Ave apparently worshipped Golveg, and this is not Golveg. This is some other beast. It is not a person. It's not a person. It didn't look at you with any pity. It looked at Saga with some sort of pity after 10,000 years of other beings that looked like Saga being sacrificed in its name, and it did nothing. It did nothing. When it's supposed to be a god. They're supposed to have built the universe. The world, the stars, everything. They did nothing to help. It did nothing to help. I would like to kill it and put it out of its misery.
No!
But it deserves to stay here for 10,000 more years. I won't be here to reap its wrath when it finally escapes. Because I won't live 10,000 years, neither will you.
Well, no, earlier you were saying that it was so bad for staying down here and not helping anyone, and now you're saying to leave it down here and not let it help anyone. If we let it out, it can save more people than it's killed, and in the end it'll be okay, because if it saves 100 million women and then only 1 million died, then it's okay.
It's sat better here and watched more than 3 of us almost die and did nothing. It didn't aid us.
What would you have me do? If I could not help myself, how could I help you?
You can help Lady Satyr.
I'll leave it to my friends to decide what happens to this thing. It is not a person, it is not a companion of ours, it is no friend of mine. But my friends can decide for themselves what they want to do with it. It's not one of us. It's not one of you. It doesn't view you in the same way it views itself.
Do not speak for me, sir.
Are we not ants to you?
If you are ants, I have been at the mercy of ants for a very long time. I am a man.
You're no man. And Fen walks back out the room where you came.
You walk past your dance partner, who has just held his position the whole time.
Okay, walk past him.
Nana, you have one of the keys. Saga, go ahead and give me perception.
Okay. She's gonna use her last Tides of Chaos for the day to get advantage on this.
Okay.
Oh, well, 2 15s, 20.
Okay. You can see that stuck in this sludge that had just kind of seeped out of what was left of this horrific woman. You can see kind of stuck under this goo is another key.
She, kind of using a bit of her mold earth, kind of makes a few steps so she doesn't have to step in the goo, and like tiptoes in and takes it out. Nana, can we let him out?
I think we should honor our agreement.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Nana
yes.
will go to one of the arms and start locating the keyhole.
Easy enough. They made it very ornate. So it's not very hidden.
Yeah, so Saga walks up as well, and she she takes off her pendant of Lady Satyr that she has. Hers is she made some for everybody, but hers is a little bit more fancy because it's hers. And she puts it over his neck, and then she'll unlock the key.
Okay. Both of you unlock and are now you have arms that you're holding. It's a weird sensation, the weight of just holding an arm. But you can bring it over to him and kind of place it if you would like to.
Yeah, try to kind of like, I suppose, hold it to the stump as best as she can.
Saga cast mending.
You try to help as best you can, hoping it'll help. It seems to start slowly stitching itself together, and you're like, nailed it.
Yeah, definitely me. Not god powers, it was me.
You watch as like the veins that had, if you look at them, it looks like they had been making their way so slowly towards him. An attempt of trying to put himself back together. You watch as they sort of seep into each other. These veins just push into the stubs that were left. And slowly the arms start to stitch themselves back together. Would you mind placing my legs as well? They are closer. The legs are easy enough comparatively. They were kind of kept in front of him, like to keep up appearances, it looks like, but they are not attached. And just like...
This was a mockery, what they did.
The desperation of man.
I know it well. But it should not have been. It should not have been done. Not to anyone.
I appreciate your pity. Slowly you watch as the legs begin to reattach themselves. There are clasps behind the throne for the pieces holding me in place, if you would be so kind.
It can be done.
Yep.
Is there any warning on the back?
Do not open, God inside.
We'll kill you all.
Terrible, deadly God, no open.
Pandora's clasp.
Yeah.
Don't God open inside.
Yeah.
So are you going to unclasp him?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys break the clasps, and these gold bars which were holding him in place fall off, and you can see on the inside there seem to have been glyphs carved within them. And he just takes in a deep breath, farther than he's been able to expand himself before, as he was just pressed in place. Thank you. He turns his attention to Saga. You have her eyes. They're lovely.
Thank you.
You watch as he slowly struggles to his feet, a body that hasn't moved in what is assumedly thousands of years. He stands. May I accompany you out?
We cannot depart just yet. We are on a mission on behalf of my village. The corruption is creeping closer. It is worse than it ever has been. And my brother has died in pursuit of a light, a torch, some relic that was supposed to be here.
Beacon.
That might be able to help push back the dark a little longer. You know of any such thing here? It may have been in a place that might have been called an oasis.
Oasis. Yes. There There is an oasis. It is not here. This is just my tomb.
Where is the oasis? Where can we find it?
The people. As you put it, making a mockery of the bones of my father. They carved upon his spine, and the path leads to what they had referred to as an oasis I have never been.
Right.
All right. Then
Well,
it will be outside here and further up the mountain, I suppose. We were following, unfortunately, that self-same spine carved in glyphs. My brother had illuminated them and made them safe for passage before he died. And we cannot move them to do the same. We worry that the guide may falter before we can arrive. Do you know of any magic that might encourage this path to stay lit just long enough for us to make safe passage to this oasis?
I will do my best, because that is all I can do.
I understand. Thank you.
I apologize that, for your friend, I am too terrible and strong and menacing, yet weak and pathetic at the same time. A terrible combination.
Fen has always held a dim view of the gods, at least in recent times.
They do not deserve anyone's worship. I want no one's worship. Ever again.
Then, far be it from me to make suggestions to a god, but perhaps a disguise might behoove you. Travel in secret, maybe, under another name.
Let us go to the path, and I will see if I can illuminate it for you.
Thank you.
That is the least I can do.
It will be enough, at least for us.
I'm very good at disappointing people. So hopefully you will forgive me if it does not work.
It will be more than we have been able to work upon it, and any help at this point we will take.
He nods, and he touches the symbol of Lady Satyr that you had put around his neck, and he observes it. It is a bit familiar. Thank you.
So Saga kind of tentatively walks up to him and takes his hand. Says, it may not be easy to forgive you for what you've done in the past, even if it wasn't your fault, but hopefully you can do enough goodness to make others think about that a little bit more, please. And we'll be here with you, or I will, and Lady Satyr will, and it'll be all right now.
It makes sense. Thank you. But it makes sense. That men still blame me even when I do nothing. Even when I help them, even when they bring women to slaughter in front of me, knowing I will say no every time, and it is my job to repent. I will. Because I cannot bear the guilt. And he leans in close to you. But I will not take fault for what men do.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Let me try and help you with this bridge. And I will go on my way, because, as stated, I am not part of your friend group. And that is all right. Let's get out of here. I wonder how the world looks. And he walks. It's very slow, and it looks pained. It's just like he hasn't walked in so long, and his body is starting to stitch itself together. But he makes his way forward, and all of you begin to make your way back down the hallway, back towards the spiraling room with Broggy in tow.
Is there any, like, treasure or anything that we can, like, pick off the walls? Or...
Go ahead and, to pick off the walls, there's a lot of, like, gold, like, melted onto the walls. Let's see.
But, like, he didn't have, like, anything, like, other gifts given to him besides females?
It seems, as you look around, you don't really see any other gifts. It seems that they thought women would do it.
Just try again. If it doesn't work the first time.
Yeah,
What about the pit? Does the lady have
astonishingly
anything?
enough, throwing more eligible women at a grieving widower doesn't magically make him want a bone.
Bo?
Can we grab those golden clasps that held him to the chair?
Yeah, those actually are pieces that are very much grabbable. There are 3 of them, and they're kind of just like, they're sort of like bent gold bars. You guys are making out like bandits in this place.
Yeah.
If they could hold back a god,
Yeah,
they might be
I'm
helpful
all
later.
about things that can restrain a god. So
You guys take those, and Gorbjorn, could you go ahead and roll athletics for me real fast?
Yes. That's a 16.
Okay. You kind of look around, and you watch Rashawn pick up the gold bars, and you're like, all right. And you take a peek around, and you see like a piece of gold that looks like it's snapped on the wall. So it's no longer attached to the surroundings. You kind of and you pry it off, and you pry off a piece of gold a little bit bigger than the size of a dinner plate, thinner than the other piece you had taken earlier. And this one has a woman's face on it. So you have a carved woman's face. You have the golden clasps. There's really nothing else to take in here. Time has just destroyed the room, and there's nothing else besides the gold walls that are standing steady. You all go to leave, and for Broggy, the first time in thousands of years, possibly.
Saga's holding on to his hand the whole time and just going on and on about how awesome Lady Satyr is and how he's gonna love her and how all these good things. She's just like background noise.
Playing matchmaker?
Oh, cinnamon roll.
I gotta talk it out while I got the time.
Yeah, it takes him a second, but while you continue to hold his hand, eventually he does grasp your hand as well. And that is where we are going to stop for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching On the Backs of Gods. We will be back next Monday, same time, same place. You can find us on Facebook at The Dice Cult. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter at Backs of Gods. We also have other shows that go on during the week. Ray, would you tell us real quick about Name, Time, Place?
Yes, I also play a character in Roll Link. We're on Wednesdays. We're 1 hour later, 8 Central Time. And so in this game, I'm really happy. The other game, I'm really mad. So if you want to see me be like real angry, go watch that one.
It's a really good show.
Frank, would you tell me about your show, please?
Yeah, we just started Friday. We have a Friday night party that we do where we roll dice and tell a story, and it's called Legends of Theia. It's 18 and over, and bring your hard liquor and a shot glass, because when we roll ones, we drink.
There you go. If you're
That's
looking
a
for
good time to be.
Oh yeah.
Gonna use that tonight.
Thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate the support, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.